matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The hand to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Back open in the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Longhorns. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Pitts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Because on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Find some fresh air. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Pushes toward the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Hauls it in. Turning on the Jets. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Quarterbacks, it's not just about speed. Like, listen, man-to-man, you just come up, get your man, I got it, right? I run all over the field with him, but when you play zone coverages, I got to understand what it is, and I got to understand my assignment. I got to get deep in cover 3 zone. That's my third of the field. Cornerback does a really good job understanding zone principle, taking off, making the INT.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time. Right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically...
Oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Pitts. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy to the ground.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Crosses the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He leaves it with his back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Pitts. Looking to scramble. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap to the back. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Bulldogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Working the middle. Right down the gut of the field. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air, it's Pitts. Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked.
There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Catch inside the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position...
Fires toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes
breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wide open downfield. On a sweet spin, and he's free. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Texas offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Pitts. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds his man. It's Pugh.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out right.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
2nd down.